All right. All right. It's that time. It is that time. We are back with the live feed read podcast. Today's
We
a
are
little
indeed.
different. We have Ryan Reed with us today. Paul is I don't know what he's doing. Is he out hunting?
No, he is trying not to have a heart attack or a potential
Whoa.
stroke, but he's busy. He's a busy little bee in the last week or so.
Yeah, he's
Which
been around.
better than twiddling your thumbs, but we definitely come mid-November through the Chris through Christmas. Ultimately, it's kind of high octane, push it to the limit, and then come Christmas we can breathe for a couple weeks and then start it all over again. But now it's crunch time for us for sure.
Interesting. Yeah, I think some industries we do that. Ours is actually the opposite. Ours slows down tremendously. Quarter 3, everybody's looking for their next year budgets and they're planning and this and that, and they get them all locked down in Quarter 4, and then they're like, peace out until the new year. So
Yep,
it's
yep, yep. Not for us.
yeah, interesting. Yeah. Well, what do you got going on? Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, we got some events we're going to talk about. I know we posted recently. Melody had gone and set up our nice tent and handed out promotional products and was amongst her friends at in Zephyr Hills at a little fall festival. And
Oh, cool.
Michelle was up in Homosassa for their arts, crafts, and seafood festival, doing the same thing. So we posted both of the pictures of those events. But
Really
local
cool.
in the community here, there's a couple events I wanted to talk about. The first one is actually tomorrow night. It's
Ooh,
at Chill Coffee Riverview. Yeah, not Valrico. Chill Coffee Riverview. They've started this like almost like if you go to the farmers markets in Seminole Heights or Hyde Park or wherever
yeah.
farmers markets are nowadays. They're doing that, but at night. So it starts in the parking lot there with the Gracie, Brandon, the Chill Coffee, and they're gonna have live music, all sorts of
Ooh,
vendors and food trucks. Starts at 6, goes till 10. And I saw the photos from the last event. It was a great time. So again, if you're looking
yeah.
for something to do, pop over there. It should be nice. We're going to try to make it ourselves to support our friends over there at Chill Coffee.
So is it for people who are interested in coming? Is it kind of like, do you get a ticket when you go in, or do you
No, no,
just
you
kind of
just
pay everything
you
individually,
just show up and
show up and have a good time?
walk through the market, see if anything
Tip the
sparks your eye. Maybe
musicians.
get some stocking
Yeah,
stuffers or Christmas gifts,
that's
and
cool.
then get some food and have a good time.
That's awesome. That's really really cool. I think community stuff is so important. We were really surprised because we moved in down here at the beginning of the year, and like didn't really know anybody. We're renting, and we finally found a place, and it's been fantastic. But the neighbors were like, "Hey, just so you know, people don't really trick or treat on our road. Everybody gets together at this one person's house from the whole neighborhood, and then they all go around in a certain way, and then they end up at this one person's house who always does like a haunted yard festival thing." And I was like, that is so cool.
Yes,
Those little community things are
your own
so
little tradition.
important. Yeah. It's so important to have them too. So
Yeah,
I'm
we
glad.
Halloween was a bust for us. We were at a wedding actually, and so the rehearsal was on Halloween. So we were at a rehearsal dinner. So it doesn't
Oh,
really feel like the holidays for me
yeah,
yet. I'm assuming once we hit Thanksgiving, it'll kick in for me. But that's probably
yeah,
because I missed one of the main kickoff events.
yeah. I mean, that's a scary commitment. Maybe that's Halloween enough. No,
Yeah, yeah. Yep. So we
that's
got that.
interesting.
What else we got? Oh yeah, we're also sponsoring or one of the sponsors for Ice the Dice. It's a charity event hosted by High Five, which is a local charity organization that provides
Ice the
swimming
dice.
instruction
Hmm.
to people in the community.
Cool.
They're great. They're in my Rotary Club actually, Chuck, and their
Nice.
event is next Friday night. Starts at 7. It's a casino night, so guests participate in
Oh,
a
okay.
variety of casino games like blackjack, poker, slot machines. There's silent auctions and raffles. Of course, there's an open bar and food from local establishments. So it's just again another community event. It's at the Regent, beautiful venue. Everyone in Brandon
Nice.
knows the Regent. So that's Friday night at 7. We're going to be there definitely. I know a lot of our
Cool.
friends from the Rotary Club and my BNI group, for instance, and just some of our local other establishments are sponsoring or going to show up and have a good time with them.
That sounds awesome. That
Yep.
sounds awesome.
So that one's November 22nd, Friday, 7 p.m. at the Regent. That go to their website. We'll link it below. You can click for tickets and or just support the cause. High five.
Good. That sounds awesome. Ice the Dice. That's a great name. That's cool.
Yep. And I haven't been to one of those charity casino events in a while, so it's a lot more fun to pretend to gamble than to actually gamble.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
No, you're right. I went to a Ducks Unlimited fundraiser recently that's one of my neighbors invited me to, trying to get to know them, and they had an interesting way of doing it where you pay a cover charge to get in, and then they just give you like Monopoly money. And then you can go around to the different tables and spend your money, like cash in for chips, and then like play at the different tables. And if you win and you earn more in your chips than you paid to get in, you at the end of the night cash out for raffle tickets at the various drawing stages.
I'm assuming it. Yep.
Yeah. And I was like, that's a great way to do it, because it creates an event where you're not getting necessarily gambling real money. I mean, you can buy in back in as many times as you lose out,
Yeah.
But if for the people who are really good at certain blackjack or whatever, like they're able to like get more raffles by the end of the night, and it's kind of cool. I thought that was a great way of
going to charity rather than the casinos.
Yeah. And you have fun. Like we laughed, we would drink and laugh and like poke fun at the guy and like go all in, and they make for good moments.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and for charity, so it's good.
And then next on the list, December 10th, mark your calendars. We got Music Bingo with Echo hosting. Again, I'm on the board of directors at Echo. I love this organization. This event was actually rescheduled due to either one of the hurricanes, we'll say.
Right.
And so now it's back, December 10th. Same location, the Talking Pint Bar and Bistro, which I believe is way out there off of near Fishhawk area, Bell Shoals and Fishhawk Boulevard. Don't quote me on that. I don't get out to that section of the county too often. I just drove by it the other day, actually, for the first time in a while. But yeah, check them out. Echo Music Bingo. Doors open at 6. The game starts at 6:30. Again, all proceeds going to a great cause in the community. Nice. I actually don't know what Music Bingo is, dude.
I was going to ask you that. I was like, what is Music Bingo, dude?
I don't know. What does Joe Rogan always say? Pull that up, Jamie.
Pull that up, Jamie.
Music Bingo.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, check it out and let me know.
Yeah, so I mean, we were scheduled to go to the one at the original date. Our calendar gets so crazy. I'm going to try to make this one. All right, so Music Bingo, according to the AI section of Google, is a game that combines the excitement of bingo with the love of music. You mark off songs or artists on their bingo cards that the host plays
maybe
snippets.
You have to hear it. Yeah.
Gotcha. So rather than numbers, they play snippets of the songs, I assume. And I gotcha. Okay. That sounds pretty cool too.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's fun.
And I'm sure there's prizes there.
Yeah. I was playing. That sounds fun because I was playing. If you ask Google to like play a music game with you, it'll give you like different eras, and it'll play like a 6-second snippet of a song, and then you have to go back.
Oh, I see. So you kind of got to know too. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I like
guess
that.
what the song is, and you get points for guessing song and artist or just song. And I like to play it with my kids, and they don't know any of the old songs, but they're starting to figure them out. So.
Yep. And then what do we got? Last but not least, and I'm sure we'll talk about this again. We're the head sponsor of the Brandon's first annual Parade of Lights. So think Brandon 4th of July parade for Christmas.
Okay.
So it's basically, again, the same type of parade with marching bands and, the floats with, I'm assuming we're going to decorate our the truck with lights and Christmas stuff.
Heck yeah.
It starts on South Parsons and Oakfield, and then I think goes all the way down to Lakewood and Oakfield. So
is that the same path?
Not as the 4th of July parade, no. Okay. So it's South Parsons and Oakfield. I think it's basically just all the way down to Oakfield from Parsons to Lakewood, ultimately.
Okay. Dude, that's cool, though.
Yep.
That's cool. Man, I feel like I'm missing out now that we moved.
December 10th,
I got so much going on.
High school drum lines, marching bands, drill teams, business owners, local dignitaries. I don't know who that is. Certainly ain't me.
Hey.
And apparently for the children out there, Santa and Mrs. Claus might be able to make a pre-Christmas Eve stop at the end of the parade. I don't know if that's been confirmed yet.
Ooh, Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. Stay posted. Stay posted.
So that's gonna
Well,
be
dude,
fun
that's
because
cool.
I've done like a couple. I've done the Dunedin Golf Cart Christmas Parade, and that's
Yeah.
so cool. And so I'm assuming it's gonna be something like that. And
Nice.
it'll be a lot cooler than the Braden Fourth of July parade has been. So that's good.
Cooler as in weather. Yeah,
Yes,
for
yes, yes,
sure. Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I gotta say, y'all's tagline is like having a lawyer in the family, and I don't think it's not always cool to toot your own horn. So sometimes somebody has to toot it for you. But I do appreciate all the stuff that you guys do for the community. Like there's a lot. There's a lot that people don't know about the behind the scenes you guys do, and I
Well,
appreciate
thank
you,
you.
and I hope people go
Yes.
out
We've been
and
blessed and blessed to be able to do these sorts of things, and that's kind of what it's all for. I can tell you, I certainly don't enjoy staring at a computer screen doing paperwork all day,
yeah,
but when we're able
yeah,
to support our neighbors in the community and help out, the local charities and sponsor these events that bring joy and cheer to others, I guess that's why I will stay and stare at the computer all day, and even though I hate
it's
it.
worth it. It's worth it sometimes.
Yes,
Sometimes those
yes.
little moments make it worth it. I know
Yep.
that sometimes for the stuff that I do, it's like, well, I get that one parent who calls me or messages me, and they're like, "You've changed everything for my kid," and
Hmm.
I'm like, "Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
that made it worth. I'm gonna pack that one away for a day when
It's
it
like when you have
sucks."
a horrible round of golf, but you have
Yeah,
that one final good shot on 18, and you'll do it
yeah,
all over again for the next, in our case, for
that's
the next
right.
year until you get that one,
That's right.
one person that makes you remember.
That's right. That's right. They make it worth it. Well,
Yep.
man, I appreciate you coming on, keeping us consistent with the podcast and filling
Hmm.
in for Paul, and yeah, giving us abreast of everything that you guys have going on.
Yep. Yep.
Is there anything else before we call it? Is there anything else you want to kind of say
Yeah,
or
I
do?
wanted a special birthday
Yeah.
shout out to Alistair.
Oh
Yep. Yep.
yeah. It
5
is
years
his
old,
fifth.
I believe.
He
Growing
is
like a
5.
weed. So happy
Still
birthday,
has a
buddy.
mohawk.
Oh,
Yeah.
yep. That's all
Yeah.
I got for you.
All right, fair enough. Well, thank you for that. Thank you for that shout out. And without any further ado, I'm going to let you get back to being a lawyer, and
Hmm.
I'm going to get back to being a marketing guy,
Yep.
and I'll roll us out of here. Yeah.
Read and read. It's like having a lawyer in the family.